will have a final result that will look similar to this. When I take a look at this exemplar from a previous instructional class that we had, I can see the travel direction was, it says travel was this way, and this is the front driver's tire. This is the inside, and this is the outside of the tire. I can take a look at this and see here I've got an A section, and here I've got a B section. I would line these two up. Here I've got my letter C, and then it used the letter D. And then I've got E and F. And once we line these up, we can see we have one complete rotation of the tire. Over here we've got section 1, and then section 1 starts again. We want to make sure we make a complete rotation, we don't stop short. So this would give us an exemplar for the whole tire. As you can see, it's not all evenly inked. When this one was created, we had a good amount of ink here and here, but you can see that not much was applied here. It's real important that you get an even coat along that whole section so it looks more like this, as opposed to having light spots where we've missed it. Okay. So we could use that, and the ink works very well. If you did use PAM, you're going to use that instead. Do not take the PAM, and it doesn't have to be the PAM brand, it could be the generic cooking spray. We're doing this to create some type of a material on the tire that will transfer onto something else. With the PAM cooking spray, I would not spray into the tire because you'll have puddles that will form in there. I'm going to take a small amount and spray it in my hand, rub it on the glove, and not a big puddle, just a small amount, and apply it to the tire, but I'm going to apply it down here. If I apply it to the top, it has a tendency to puddle in the little nooks and crannies, all those little tiny holes. So I'm just going to rub the tire from here and rotate it around until I have an even coat of the PAM spray on the tire. I would lower it the same way, roll it along the chartboard just like we did, and then at the end, it will actually stain this to a darker color. If it does not give me enough contrast, because the cooking spray mixed with the dirt on the tire just didn't get dark enough, I can actually take black magnetic powder and apply it to that area to darken that section. If you use the silicone, you can do that, but that doesn't give you much of a contrast. You would definitely have to use some magnetic powder on it at that point. So that's pretty much it as far as photographing and charting out the tire that you have here. We would go through a process for one tire, then we do the second one, back and forth. With a team of 3, once you get used to doing this, it's probably going to take you about a good between a half an hour and 45 minutes per tire. If you're doing a whole car, you're probably going to be doing this for about 4 hours or 3 to 4 hours, depending on what you have there. The photography goes fairly quick, but high quality photos are important, and the chartboard itself becomes important. And you have to, again, make sure that you're indicating what section you're in, where the tread wear indicators are, which tire it is, the direction of travel, and whether it's inside or outside.